Thank you. All right, the warm-up is a review of what we've done in lessons 1 through 3. Everybody graph the integers shown, 7 and 5, and their opposites. And I'll call you up to the board and you can kind of do it. Christian, go ahead. On the quiz, while he's doing this, I just wanted to mention, not everybody, but there were a couple that when you got to this question did not do the opposites on the quiz or didn't graph the opposites. And you wound up losing 2 points. So just make sure you read the directions carefully. Okay, great. Looks good. You should have 4 points plotted, correct? An inequality shows that two numbers are not equal. This is one of those where you do the greater than or less than symbol. Write the correct inequality, less than or greater than, on the lines below. Just got to remember that the number that's further to the left is the lesser value. All right, Addison, you want to go up and do them? You want to do all of them? So you have one going one way, then one going the other way, then one going one way, one going the other way? Yeah. Okay, what do you notice? When you take a look, even though you have the same number 7 and 5 with different symbols, positive or negative, what do you kind of notice? Meals. Okay, what's the pattern? Yes, but why? What's the difference between this set of integers and this set of integers?
One's negative, one's positive.
Yeah, they're both negative in the first and they're both positive. What do you notice when you flip the signs? What happens to the inequality? See, you went from -7 and -5, and you had the less than symbol. And then we made them both positive. What did the inequality do? The inequality is a symbol in between. What happened to it? Christian, help her out.
It flips because
See, yeah, it flips. One goes one way, one goes the other way when we drop the negative to positive. Same thing here. -7, +7. +5, -5. When you flip the sign, the inequality flips. Let's write it down. Can you read that okay? Now we have to put all 4 integers in the order from least to greatest. Always work from the left to the right. What's the furthest left? Brian Wetter.
7.
Oh no, I disagree.
Remote.
Furthest left, that's the least. Think left, least. Left, least. Start the same list.
Negative.
Yes, -7. Then what, Rye?
Then -5.
Agree.
Then 7.
Looks good. Welcome to rational numbers, because now you're going to start to see decimals. All right, the city of Calioma, Peru is located approximately 2.69 miles above sea level. Is that positive or negative? It's above sea level. Okay, great. The city of Durba, India is approximately 2.5684 miles above sea level. Wenquan, China is approximately, these are true by the way, Wenquan, China is approximately 3.19 miles above sea level. And finally, El Aguilar, Argentina is approximately 3.0414 miles above sea level. Put these cities in the orders from least to highest, or least to greatest, or lowest to highest above sea level. How is this different from the warm-up? Jen. They are all positive, that's true. What else, though? How is it different?
They're rational.
Yes, first. Yep, you got it. We're seeing rational numbers for the first time. Shane and I were talking about this during the LA. If you try to do this all at once without going through the system and steps, the way I'm going to show you, you can run into some trouble when you have to rank these from least to greatest. Especially when I start giving you long lists of rational numbers that you've got to put in order from least to greatest, because they kind of all look the same sometimes. So what we do is we're going to place this into what's called a place value chart. And if you flip on to the next page, I put the cities on the left-hand side, and we're going to arrange them in the order, random order for right now, by place value. So starting with Calioma, Peru, I know you got to keep kind of flipping back and forth to the previous page. But Calioma was what rational number? That is, okay. That's my ones for 2. This is a little spot for my decimal. And then I'm going to do a 6 and a 9. What about Durbuck? Carly. Great. What about Wencon? Alan. And finally, El Aguilar. Lex. Great. What should I do in these empty boxes? Yeah, what do we call those zeros? Do you remember? Or annex zeros, both fine. Okay. When we compare always from left to right. And always double check, are they asking us to do it from least to greatest or greatest to least? What do they say in the question they want us to do? Okay, so we're going low to high. So starting on the far left, which is lower, 2 or 3? Obviously it's
2.
So now I've got to compare between Calioma and Durbuck. I don't care about Wencon and El Aguilar for right now. So I've got a tie. I got 2 2s. Now I've got to go to the next column. What's lower, 5 or 6?
5.
I now know I'm going to put a little number 1 next to this. This is my least. We can, but we'll do it at the end. So I think it's easier to kind of organize it here, and then I can list it. Obviously, if Durbuck was the lowest, and we were comparing between these 2 cities, the next lowest has to be what? Peru. That's going to be my second least, or second lowest. Now we got to decide between which is the third and which is the fourth. Well, I've got 2 3s, so I need to look to the immediate right. What's lower, 0 or 1? Jen. That's my third least, which automatically makes Wencon the less least, which is really the highest. Now I could put it in the order from least to greatest. Durbuck. Followed by Calioma. Then what? Good luck trying to spell that. It's called an El Aguilar in Wencon. Okay? Not too bad. Good. Here's a harder one. I'm going to do it the same exact way. All right, these are the top 6 highest cities in the U.S. based on elevation above sea level. And they are in random order. Good. Your task is to rank them from highest. I'm going to underline that because now they want highest to lowest. And we're going to use the place value chart to help us out. Again, I'm going to ask for your help because I can't keep scrolling up and down. Brian Head is what? About Mammoth Lakes. Jen squared. What is it? 1.5? Okay, great. Alma. I once knew a girl named Alma.
1.912.
One more time. 1.912. Shane. Alpine. I should go with Nick for Alpine. Nick Alpine.
Northport High too.
Shane, you got Fox Park. Sebastian Taos. You ever ski there? You ever ski Taos? It's out west. California, I believe.
I thought that said tacos first. Yeah.
Tacos. That's a big long one. Give it to me again. 1 point. Oh, you annex a 0? Alright, we'll take care of all the annex zeros right now. Fill up all of those empty nests with eggs. At this point, revisit the question. Do they want highest to lowest or lowest to highest? Okay, so think. You gotta think high. Can we tell anything from the ones? It's a 6-way tie. So now we've got to look to the immediate right. Out of all those digits, which is the highest? Say it out loud. Alma's your number one. Ain't nobody beating Alma. Now what we can do also, because if these lists start getting like longer, after I put my number one, if you want, since it's already placed, I like to put a line through everything so I don't need to look at it again. Otherwise it gets in the way. All right, then what becomes number two? It's another easy decision because there's only one that it could be. Squirt. Brian had, because 8 is higher than 5, 7, and 7. So that's my number two no matter what. And I'm going to cross it again. Cross it out again so I know not to consider it anymore. I have a 2-way tie for third, so what do I need to do? I got to go to the next number to the right. What's higher, 6 or 1? And the good thing is once I know that that's 3, what becomes an automatic 4? Taos or Fox Park. Cross them both out. So long the tacos. No, because these were both 1.7, which is higher than 1.5. So now, between my last two, I'm looking at 1.5, oh, and another 1.5. I need to go to the next place value. So between now Alpine and Mammoth Lakes, what's the next one? That would be Nickland, yes. Which automatically makes Mammoth number 6. Okay? Manageable? You want us to place this on a line somewhere? I don't even remember. Next page? Oh, great. Okay, well, I'll help you out because I got it here. Alma was the highest. Right? Okay. Brian Head. I'm going to abbreviate it. Tacos. Fox Park.
It should be two tacos. Tacos? If it was in Mexico, then maybe. Oh no, tacos.
Okay, in your groups, you guys are going to do pages 5 and 6. Now, I have something for you that will make things easier. I have place value charts, so you don't have to keep flipping back and forth. Use them. They come in handy. I think there's one attached to the last page also, right? Go to the last page in resources. I think it's there.
Yes, kind of.
No.
This is a free one.
No, this is part of the problem set. I have blanks here.
Blank, please.
All right, group up.